Hello, friends and fellow assholes. Jay here.
And Sean here.
And today I'm wearing my 101 Dalmatians dress because it is my mummy's birthday.
Happy birthday, Sandy.
Yes, and this does make sense. Bear with me. It was the movie that was #1 at the box office the day she was born.
Oh, that's nice.
It is nice, isn't it? It's nice to know that.
Nice of you to research it for her.
Well, I like to do that. When I'm not there in person, I can just be wearing the dress in her honor.
Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm. And I bet she doesn't even know that. She does now. Hey, Mom, love you. I didn't tell anyone how old you are. I'm going to have to look it up to find it out.
That's true, you did just...
Yeah, I did just kind of have it. Whoops. The original 101 Dalmatians pulled Disney out of a slump that was caused by Sleeping Beauty. Nasty, nasty Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, really?
Which was expensive to make and disappointing at the box office.
I'm surprised at that. I mean, we look back on that as a classic, but Fantasia probably falls in the same category of not actually that successful at the time.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, now, like, she's in the princess lineup, but, like, how many people have actually seen that movie? I don't know.
I remember seeing it as a kid.
Well, you are super old.
That's true. There weren't many to choose from.
Yeah, you and my mom were just hanging out, waiting for those old
Snow
lady
White
princesses.
Or Sleeping Beauty.
Snow White, I think, came out in like 1939.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you were that old, but
well, it was around though.
Okay.
And since I predate home video, we saw these in the theater.
First Disney movie I remember seeing in theater was Jungle Book, and obviously that was not a first run.
Yeah,
I am way, way younger than that.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I saw so many in the theater. Mm-hmm. So Bambi definitely, Snow White.
Well, they were taking them out of the vault and putting them back in theaters every maybe 7 years, because that's all you had back then.
Yeah.
Was taking your kids to the theater.
Yeah, that was me. I was that kid, and they played the national anthem before.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
really?
That's right.
Did you stand up? I guess you had to.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah,
I think
that's the law.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Anyways, so poor Sleeping Beauty was kind of expensive, and they were able to do 101 Dalmatians at a fraction of the cost because they were just doing like Xeroxes of the animation cells, so they didn't have to hand ink them every time. Okay. Otherwise, all those puppies would have been way too expensive. This way they actually saved money, put it out for pretty cheap, and then people loved it and went to see it. Even though Walt himself didn't really love the style of it.
Because they were cutting corners.
Well, no. I mean, I think he was, after Sleeping Beauty, he considered shutting down the animation department because he just thought, this is too expensive. We'll never make this work.
That's a crazy thought.
And, so somebody said, hey, what if we tried this Xerox? And he was like, do whatever you want. I mean, this was towards the end of his life a little bit, so he was maybe just dismissive of the animation department. At that point, he was washing his hands of it.
And he must have been pretty into, like, Disney World at that point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not even... Yeah, Disney World didn't open for a while after that, but Disneyland for sure. I mean, they had TV and everything else that was going on. Disney had other stuff in the air. Like, we think of them as all of our childhood cartoons are Disney, really, but... Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that but when it came out, he didn't really love how it looked. He thought it was not as, like, fantasy-oriented as he wanted Disney to be. It looked too real, I guess, too gritty, set in London, and... but the animator said, before he passed, that he said, you know what, I was wrong. And he was happy with how it did, and it kind of pulled them out of the slump because it did make some good money for them.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and obviously it stayed kind of close to Disney's heart because in 1996, this may be the movie, I'm not sure, that kicked off the live animation remakes.
Live action, yeah.
Way back in 96 with Glenn Close as Cruella De Vil. That movie is so panned, and yet I love Glenn Close. I love Glenn Close as Cruella. I think it's so fabulous. I think she was the original Miranda Priestley. That's from The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, I never saw it.
I know. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Crazy
Meryl Streep character. I mean, when I rewatched this recently, I was like, this is so Miranda Priestley. I mean, Miranda Priestley is like such a watered down version of Cruella. You don't think of her as watered down, but like Cruella just like walking in every day with like $1 million worth of furs dripping off of her and like bigger hair, and oh god, I love every ounce of it. It's so disgusting. And then there was a sequel, I think 102 Dalmatians.
Makes sense.
But now there's going to be a prequel.
Okay.
So Glenn Close is executive producing it. So clearly, even if the movie wasn't all that well received, it has remained close to her heart after all of these years. But she's just producing, and Emma Stone has actually been attached to star for like 4 years now.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, it is kind of a good choice. I think it's an interesting choice. But this poor movie has had some hard times getting off the ground. So, and we recently heard that production had been delayed because Emma Stone broke her shoulder at a Spice Girls concert. No.
You can't make it up.
Well, the thing is, it's verifiable that she was at a Spice Girls concert right around the time when she had a dislocated shoulder. Friends of hers said it was just a slip and fall at home, so who knows exactly what happened.
It sounds like a cover-up.
It sounds a little bit like a cover-up, yeah. Anyways, the fact remains that the movie was supposed to come out this year, and now it will not be until May 2021. But filming is wrapped. It wrapped last year.
Oh.
So why, like, are
That's a
they,
delay
the
then,
CG on these spots must be, probably where Walt is probably rolling over his grave thinking how expensive it is to make this movie, and it better do well. So Emma Thompson is going to be in it.
Okay.
And the guy from Richard Jewell is going to be like one of the baddies.
Like Sam Rockwell
Like
or the main
Richard
guy?
Jewell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like her origin story, I guess. How a nice fashion designer became a villain.
Okay.
Became a puppy hungry villain.
I mean, it is quite a transition. And she was really, really evil.
She
Like-
is evil. She's one of, like, really, the movie is not as revered as Cruella as a villain. She is
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
Really, it's hard to imagine the villain lineup without her. She's such a good one.
She is, yeah.
Yeah, she's just like, and it's funny because she's not a sorcerer. She's just a woman who wants to murder puppies.
For fashion.
For fashion, darling. That's right.
Yeah. Well, sacrifices have to be made, right?
That's right. Someone must suffer for beauty. And I can't believe it's little puppies.
I know.
So sad. So anyways, are you up for Emma Stone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that I can see it.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Good.
So let's get it out. Let's get it out before May 2021, if possible.
Well, I don't know that.
Yeah.
But Craig Gillespie, the director, so he did I, Tonya recently, and Lars and the Real Girl.
Oh, yeah, that's a good movie.
So he's got some iffy movies I'm not even mentioning, but anyways, he's got some good pedigree in there too. So I think it is very interesting, what direction this movie will take.
Yeah, well, having some surreal elements like both of those films did is a good thing when we're talking about a live action based on an animated film.
Mm-hmm. And are you up for another live action remake?
I'll take each one as it comes. Mm-hmm. I think generally they have not measured up to the originals.
No, I'm sure none of them have measured up to the originals. A lot of them don't even quite justify their existence, I think.
Yes.
So, but they are doing well at the box office.
So they're justifying it that way.
Yeah, they are. And I know this summer, our nephews were pretty psyched about the Lion King remake. Yeah. Because they told us the other one is for babies.
For babies.
They are 5 and 7. So they are only into watching the grown-up versions of Disney movies.
The gritty versions, mm-hmm. The realistic.
Transitioning into manhood kind of Disney. Yeah. Brady did tell me this from a tree.
Well.
Literally from a tree. But anyways, he's a grown-up, but he only watches grown-up movies.
But he was near the top of the tree.
That's
And
true.
I think he was so big
But
he broke a branch.
He did fall out of the tree, yes. And I just was, the aunt who stood there and watched it happen was like, oh no.
Yeah, you could see that coming.
Well, yeah, not Brady. He's
No, not
he's
Brady.
man enough for the Lion King remake, but not quite old enough to see a tragedy in the making.
But that's pretty manly in itself, isn't it?
I
Of just
suppose so.
push
I'm
through.
sure he sprouted chest hairs that day. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
All right.
if he did, we're going to hear about it soon.
That's true. You will probably show them. All right. That's it from us.
Bye.
Bye. Just a few photos from on the set of Emma Stone and Emma Thompson on Cruella. And a quick happy birthday to our nephew Jack, who turned 6 this week, as well as my mother's birthday. We made him a Hulk cake.